Northern Minnesota is home to thousands of pristine lakes far from big cities and industry. But the fish in many of those lakes contain so much mercury that anglers aren't supposed to eat more than one a month. It's surprising. These picturesque lakes generally have way higher concentrations of mercury in fish than in lakes in other parts of the state. Even the lakes in protected areas like the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness are contaminated. And it's getting worse. Scientists say many things increase mercury in lakes, including wildfires, warming water from climate change, the invasive zebra mussel, and sulfate released from mining and wastewater treatment. But how does mercury get into our lakes? In Minnesota, it comes mainly from giant taconite plants and other industrial emissions. But most of the mercury here comes from out of state and around the world. Coal plants, incinerators, and gold mines release mercury into the atmosphere, and it falls into Minnesota as rain and snow. Bacteria in lakes turn it into a toxic form called methylmercury. Plankton ingest it, smaller animals eat the plankton, bigger animals eat the smaller animals, and so on. The immaculate nature of northern Minnesota's lakes actually make mercury contamination worse. Our wetlands are rich in microbes that make mercury toxic. Also, fish in these lakes are bigger because it's less crowded and they can grow older, meaning they have more time to get the toxin in their bodies. In humans, ingesting mercury damages many parts of the body. In kids and babies, it leads to developmental problems. So is anything being done to stop it? Well, yes and no. Minnesota was one of the first states to make a plan to reduce mercury in its environment nearly 20 years ago. And we've made a lot of progress. But we're not going to make the goal, largely because northern Minnesota's iron ore mines haven't cut their emissions. But here's one possible solution. University of Minnesota scientists are developing fish that can break down methylmercury, removing it from the food chain. The fish are still only in labs, and they wouldn't solve the problem completely. But it shows how different fields are working to make Minnesota's lakes and fish cleaner.